So basically, the whole point of this is to just discredit her entirely.
Yeah.
Like, we're just trying to put so much reasonable doubt in her entire testimony.
Well, clearly her bias is coloring everything she says.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
Y'all ready for a beat?
Y'all ready for this?
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side.
Okay.
I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Who are you to arrest people? The fuck?
Citizens arrest.
When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
What the hell?
That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
She's the Borg?
I was dancing through that whole testimony just to let you all know.
Why don't we have cameras on Dan at all times?
Why? That would be a big problem. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. I don't think that's a saying.
I strike like a snake and bite like a snake.
That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with the details unless you want to get bitten.
No, thanks. He should reply, I see why you got fired.
She's fucking dumb. Okay, note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Most humans are.
Most people are, yeah.
They're really like, in world, they're calling her out on so much of her shit that she's coming off as dumber than everyone else.
Yeah, wow. Okay, the chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Wow.
An oil drum.
Wow.
That takes a good, strong kick, even if it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. She's getting into a lot of detail that, seems easy to disprove.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know what the
behind a partition off to her side. So let's just press.
Only thing I can think of is that isn't there a fence between them?
Between A and B?
How did she even get in there?
This might be the thing that clarifies it for us.
So where is this partition on the floor plans?
I'm sure she means this wall next to the car.
That's right.
It's weird that it's Edward.
There was a wall there, about 6 foot high.
Oh, is that the oil drum? Does she?
Yeah.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
Her just crouching behind a wall. Like, ooh.
Arrested her on the spot.
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Well, clearly you got closer.
Maybe I should press for more. Yes, because
always good
chain
to
link
get more
fence.
details.
I like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe.
This feels like we're playing D&D. How far away is he?
Yeah. Do I?
Can I get to her in a single action? What's your speed?
Do I have to use my bonus action to hide, or do I?
Oh. She was a visitor. She was a visitor. Thus, she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed a murder from here.
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Ms. Star?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
Yeah.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she had to scale that fence?
Yeah, that fence is about
Also,
9 feet high.
Who would do that? Who's like, oh my god, a murder, let me scale this fence and like...
A determined
this
lunch
person.
lady. That's who.
Yeah.
So how did Miss Sky not get away? Don't make good
very
sense.
And that's the end of that tangent.
Weird. Okay.
All right, so let's press this about the muffler.
She
Mentioning
mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Oh, really?
Oh, like a car. Okay.
Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. What? Why are there so many details being brought up?
I'll ask further for sure. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
Let the game talk.
My memory. It's like salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. What?
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car. There was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
It's true. You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
Wow, this case is a lot of... Wow, okay.
There's a lot of statement modifications.
Yeah, the things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Oh,
You've
come
been
on.
so wrong on so many things already. In
Yeah,
like
your
20
testimony's
minutes.
such shit. That's why. Okay, so this is the only new... it's not a modification of an existing statement, it's a new statement. So let's press this.
Okay, do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Blah? What?
Jesus Christ.
Aha, I was gonna ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies.
Capital rookies.
But the judge is not a rookie. The judge is an oldie.
That's K for killer.
That's K-pop.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order.
Okay.
So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time,
Oh, sorry, this is the judge talking. I didn't realize it was. And during that
either.
time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Dang.
New
That
art.
photo happened, so it's real.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
That means it's real. And you saw her doing this.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Oh, he's very smug about something, so that's got to be something.
Okay, let's
So go back.
let's just focus in on this then.
Probably because of the wall. Maybe the is there a diagram? A diagram. The parking lot floor plans. That must be it. Because then you could just say the phone's behind the wall. How did you even tell that there is a phone behind this wall?
Possibly. The other way that I just want to check this real quick. Muffler was overheard during a call made. Oh, this actually modified.
Yeah.
MM made at 518. No, wait. And the murder itself, there's no discrepancies there. Okay. So, just the plans then?
I think it's the plans because they designed the case with this weird wall.
Yeah,
right?
we found the phone definitely on the right side of the wall, nearer to the car.
Yes.
That's where we found it.
Yes. So I
Let's see
feel
if
like
that's enough.
she's full of shit.
Let's try it.
Objection!
Objection!
Stop selling the shit sandwiches, Miss Star. I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Ms. Lana Sky.
I mean, obviously.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with Chief Prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Ms. Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's look at the 4 plans.
What the fuck?
You said you witnessed a crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call.
Yep.
Oh, right. That's the easier thing to disprove, not where the cell phone was.
That's what I was thinking. Because I was just like, there's a wall.
Yeah.
The case was designed with the wall for some reason.
I just wasn't even thinking about the call.
I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was in the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
Wow!
Order, order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies!
Bam!
Cough up, Quinker!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Oh, shit. Where she saw it, I think.
Yeah, I think where she saw it.
Where?
No. It can't be because the photograph was clearly behind the fence.
Let's verify. Indeed it was. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it isn't where.
Okay, so it can't be that. So what she saw, maybe order of events sounds most likely.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I'm gonna go with it.
She lied about the order of events.
The meter's gone. I think we're good.
This guy used that emergency phone before the murder.
I see. I hadn't thought of that.
That took the wind out of her sails.
But no one else is saying anything. It's kind of troubling.
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would anyone use the emergency phone before the murder?
Huh?
Just when you think he can't sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. Ew.
You ordered the orange peel lunchbox, right?
Now that is absolute bullshit. Like,
it's like it's just an orange peel with some rice.
And just leftover orange bits, just in a corner. This is disgusting.
What?
Oh crap!
Oh, no,
it
we
wasn't
fucked
good.
up.
I guess that teaches me to not get excited before the evidence.
Oh shit! One more try.
Oh no! Our first actual penalty. Or
no, we've had penalties before. Yeah,
it's probably the second.
Yeah.
I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. I said that before.
Okay, wait. Okay, let's think about this carefully then. Okay.
So it can't be. It's got to be what she saw then.
Well, where she saw it might still apply if she witnessed the thing in, like, if she was moving as she was talking.
Maybe. I don't know if it's what she saw, because the problem is... Okay, usually the way these cases go is that the witness actually saw what they saw. It's just that they're trying to present it in a way that fits the narrative.
Yeah, that happened with Red White already, and that also happened with well, I mean, with the Steel Samurai and the boat case.
Yeah,
too.
it's an ongoing theme of how defendants talk about things.
Yeah.
So it's potentially where she saw it, but that doesn't explain the chain link fence. Can we see the photo again? Yeah, it's behind the chain link fence. I don't understand.
It could be what she saw. She could be lying about, like, you know.
She's just straight up lying the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's possible, but that's usually not how they write these cases. Now I'm thinking meta. I'm thinking more meta, just in terms of like.
Maybe they're planning on you thinking that, and now they are.
All right, let's put it to a vote so we can advance.
I vote for where she saw.
What about you, Sarah?
That'll make for a bigger twist.
I vote for what she saw.
Dan's a tiebreaker.
I'm going for where.
Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about. Aha!
That is fair. That's logic. That's fairly. Yeah. That's fair to say.
Yeah.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed a crime from a different location. Oh, I think I understand what happened. Okay.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
He's already calling it a lie.
Yeah.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed the crime is the security room. Because she was giving a lunch to her boyfriend.
Word.
This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
Okay.
She would have been able to see this emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Okay, this all fits. This makes the photograph make sense, too. Okay. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the petition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Ms. Star?
How many years have I been getting better of men? The better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
What has he done?
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
Guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was a defendant who stabbed the victim.
That photograph is exactly why she said she didn't see it from the guard station.
That truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this.
But the game doesn't know this.
We never follow up, though.
We have never, ever seen
very
perjury.
Tired, yeah. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Star witnessed a crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B Block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Obviously not difference in lighting.
Yeah, it's wondering if it's this or that. My gut says distance.
I think distance only because that's something they brought up earlier.
Yeah, they bring up.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Ms. Star, you witnessed a crime from the security guard station? Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Ms. Sky?
Well, witness?
You.
Yes?
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, this girl. You ordered the squid wheels, right? Squid
wheels? It looks like a bunch of rubber bands on top of
it
rice.
definitely looks like rubber bands.
What is this? Does she just keep offering people food? How many of these does she have?
It's not.
It's her character shtick.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's the Sprite.
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I mean, she's only been offering you like moss and stuff, so
yeah. The next it'll just be poison.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Okay.
Oh, suddenly we see more of the place.
Yeah, suddenly we see stairs, yeah.
What? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. What the fuck? But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
So she ran all the way around?
Holy moly.
What?
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, I don't remember this part, actually. Oh, and by the time she got there, it was already done, and then she took the photo.
That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B Block.
That's quite a detour.
Okay, that throws my theory of the photograph thing out the window. Okay.
Okay.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes?
Jesus.
That's a long time.
Why did the
perjured the crap out of this
so
then?
Long?
5 minutes?
5?
This changes things considerably by about like 5 minutes.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have this photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Okay.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
No, sporks suck.
I'm alright with sporks.
It's neither good as a spoon or a fork.
There's sporks, knives, and knife wounds. What is this, a Dr. Seuss kitchen?
Andy Richter controls the universe.
Oh my god. Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
A knife and a knife food is the same thing.
Yeah, basically. But knife food is so good.
That's the best version of that.
Yeah,
right.
By far.
You know, yeah. I need a knife food.
You're not even shortening knife in any sort of way.
Yeah, and it's like, in what reality do you need a knife and then a spoon? Right? What food eats this way? Uh-oh.
Very good ones.
Actually, Filipino food eats that way.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? I'm raising objection, as always. Objection. Objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it.
That's a long ass time.
You can make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente.
Nice.
That's true. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
What the hell is he
What?
talking about?
I don't know.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I'd guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone, baka.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
You keep using that word.
Isn't that from Princess Bride?
Yeah.
What does he say? Inconceivable.
He says inconceivable.
End
a
of
whole
trial
bunch.
song.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that. Love that. Anyway.
Well, then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. Witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? We're done with this one. She's a piece
This
of
one's
trash.
full of shit.
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
Bow!
That was too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned, and she is now swallowing copious amounts of justice. And with that, court's adjourned.
Wow.
Who said that?
Oh my god.
Ew.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
Don't try to pawn that off on me.
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you.
Eh?
I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
What the fuck? This
This is
this
another
girl.
one of her trick lunchboxes.
Like the penguin? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr.
She just throws a lunchbox on the floor and it explodes in gas. And she runs away. Oh, triple.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Oh my god, it's going to explode. Woohoo, a triple decker.
What is this?
Out of deference to the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
No.
Lunch. The
This is
judge got lunch bribed.
ridiculous.
I better
my
check out this
God.
brochure.
Literally. Yeah.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm
I'll
very
just be over
hungry.
here eating the thing.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time?
Oh
This
god,
is
this is actually another
unbelievable.
testimony.
Wow.
I thought that was
Oh
over.
my god. Seriously? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, you think? And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
Oh dear god.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe.
How do you know?
How, what? One, of course, was the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Oh dear lord.
This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. No, it's not. Well, also, why does she have that information? I don't...
What?
And how did Lana get cut up for there to be blood? I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
the fuck?
Doesn't look like she was cut up. In any
We have, well, okay. It is possible that her blood was on the scene somehow because we have seen that her hand is bandaged. She has a bandaged hand.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, but how? I mean, maybe she was trying to stop the stabbing of somebody. Like, maybe she's also a victim. I don't know.
That could be something. Yeah, I mean, she seems to be covering something up, right?
She seems to be covering something up. Like, she's like, oh, I'm guilty. I know. Like, I don't know. Something's weird about this. And I don't know why she won't come out with it.
I don't know, guys. I think there's more to this case.
Well,
there's blood found in
it's
that
very
shoe.
straightforward.
Oh my God. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Fuck you, lady.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's not how this
That's
works.
why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
That's
Then
not
how come you
That's
didn't
this works.
have?
not allowed.
Why didn't you steal the phone too? That phone was very out in the open.
She's bad. She's very bad.
Man. And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention?
How?
I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, and they can't. So in that case, can't they like fix results and shit?
Probably. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know that the two rules of evidence law.
Oh, we're setting
Rule
things up.
1: no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Even though
in
we
other
got
words,
constantly.
this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
For this case,
Not
yes.
really. We ignore it all the time.
And
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
It seems so because Edgeworth is confident.
That's a celebrating pose.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today.
How do you manage to do
evidence.
that without the prosecutor knowing? That's so stupid.
Oh my, even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. What?
Whatever.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright!
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really?
Well, in practice, no one cares. So
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law.
what's the second rule?
However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged.
Light
What the
enamel
fuck?
shoe. Okay.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness again and again.
Holy shit, how many testimonies at this point? Or like cross-examinations?
I think this is the fourth one with her so far.
It's been so many.
I think this is the fourth round.
Okay. Yeah.
5 minutes without looking in the crime scene.
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This when the suspect is admitting she did it?
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this
Oh my
over with.
God.
That's a really dumb thing for the judge to say. Everyone has falsified testimony in front of him all the day, all the time.
Everybody, multiple times.
This shoe, we can skip this one
Skip
probably.
that, yeah.
Yeah, let's press this. 2 types of blood.
So you brought it to the forensics department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert.
She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have blood stains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
The other blood was Lana's blood.
Yeah.
How do they even get all the samples to match all this stuff? It's all very suspect.
You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie.
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However,
I don't even know my
tell
blood
from
type.
a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
Does everyone know their blood type?
I think I'm O something. I forget if it's positive or negative.
Oh, you could be a magic blood.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what my blood type is. I'm kind of curious now.
That's actually really important for you to know.
That's actually
for life-saving purposes.
Yeah, just email my doctor. What's my blood type, by the way?
Yeah.
They might know.
I mean, I would hope they know.
Yeah.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood drawn down to just one person. What? I mean, wouldn't that be like
That's more
DNA?
like a DNA test, I'd think. But...
Yeah, like more DNA testing?
Oh, my bad.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten a DNA test. I would have gotten DNA test results. So it's not DNA?
Okay,
but they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
All right.
So
kind of suspect, but sure.
That's like, okay.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties it directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was gonna say that.
Alright, let's just see what she says.
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
Ew.
Ooh, sausage.
You ordered the peppered fish guts,
damn it.
right?
I was
Peppered
hoping those were
fish
Vienna
guts.
sausages.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
Problem? Novelty problem. This is
All right.
critical. There's,
we've yet to actually examine the shoe. Let's just look at the shoe. White enamel shoe.
it's probably in 3D.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that 3D shoe.
Yeah, let's check this blood on the shoe.
This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
That's it for that. There's
Oh.
There's blood here too.
On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
All this blood, it's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue. Okay, so that says it. That means it is an important clue.
okay.
That it's on
compare
the
that
bottom. Oh, the photograph shoes. She's wearing different shoes.
It's not her shoe.
It's the
Goodman's
detective's shoe. But we also note that there's no
okay, never
blood
mind.
pool on the ground in this photograph.
Oh, wait.
and-
So
yeah.
that white shoe is a detective shoe. Okay, got
Yes,
it. I thought it was her shoe.
and this is apparently after the crime.
Yeah,
Yeah, so since there's no
no
blood
blood on the ground.
Yeah, since there's no pool to step in, then this shoe is contradictory.
Exactly.
So there's a problem.
If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidencia, a clear contradiction.
that gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
It's heated? Because it's peppered, I guess?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Shows the problem with this evidence.
Oh, shoe
The blood on
evidence.
the bottom.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Take
His
that!
blood. I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of his shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be blood on the bottom of my shoe. Or you'll be blood on the bottom of my shoe. Is that a threat?
Yes.
Yeah, she
very
wants
much
to- she
a
said,
very
I will
direct
murder
threat.
you with my
That's
shoes.
not okay. But okay.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
I guess it's the photo you were looking at before. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Oh, shit.
Order, order, order. Well, witness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Uh-oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
Hold it.
Yeah, hold it.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspects.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr! I do.
I thought that was a
roar.
strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Okay, that's impossible to kick over then.
Yeah.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for
Wash
one
away the
reason,
blood?
and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
What?
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. Well, why aren't there stains on the oil drum then?
That reminds me. Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him?
That is what she said.
So that's when my sister got blood on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Who
said it? Oh.
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid the evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. What? Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Why?
Wait, witness, don't tell me there's something else.
Tell us everything.
This is unbelievable.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare me, the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Photograph.
Oh my god.
What?
I hate you. I hate you, Angel. A photograph.
Oh my God. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
We didn't dispute that. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. Wow. I'm just here. And it seems like this is what your sister wanted anyway.
So weird.
I mean, if Emma's paying, then this is all just a paycheck for him.
I'm sorry, Mia.
Oh, is she gonna flash and do her ghost thing again? Yes!
Yep. Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Man, she's like referencing the case evidence as she does this, so she's clearly watching him.
Yeah, just tell us the thing. Just don't give riddles. Just
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
I wish we could put a big reverb effect when these things are happening.
don't give up. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Jesus Christ.
Your Honor, wait.
what is with you people? Can I hand down my verdict in peace anymore?
Nice.
What is with you people?
I love that. That's like the best line judges ever had.
You motherfuckers.
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted made me laugh. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Heck yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
So the muffler
I don't
line
know. What is
points
the problem?
to something in the muffler, but
There is
I don't know
something
if
in the
that's
muffler, but I don't know if that's why
a problem.
Yeah, the knife being where it is.
Actually makes sense for why when the photo was taken she wasn't holding the knife. That explains it.
Right, but I don't know if maybe there's a dispute against about the length of the
shoe?
blade. Take that! Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
God damn it, Dan.
Oh,
Ball's probably here.
No, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. As your elder, Mr. Wright, let me give you a piece of advice. When you point at something, at least remember to keep your eyes open.
I believe he's trying to say that no one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright.
Oh shit. Did I incur something bad? Oh no, we got another shot.
Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically.
Alright.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, it's the right shoe, so that's not...
Yeah, that is the correct shoe. There's no issue with the knife, so I guess it's just this thing then. It just sticks out because it's weird. So I guess we just gotta go for it. I don't know exactly why.
Sure? What?
I don't know why that's wrong, though. The problem in this photograph is here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. I say as though it's not my car. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
Does he not know? Does he not know that?
I see. I didn't know that basic piece of information about vehicles.
I don't know what a car is.
What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Some sort of scarf or muffler?
There's a muffler in my muffler.
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
Because the last thing she said on the cell phone was muffler, remember?
Oh yeah, and that's actually
Word
listed in this
was-
description now, so yeah, this is clearly what we're getting at.
Overheard on the call.
Yeah. Nice.
Ms. Star, recall your testimony for the court.
Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
I want reverb on this too.
That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. So something about that cloth thing. Muffler.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe?
Which is also called a muffler.
If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh.
There's so many of those like particular
I'm not sure
bits
what
of
that
dialogue
was
that you
supposed
just
to be.
don't know how to do for real. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
Look, guys, it's been a long day. I can't take any more of this. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law, and we still have 2 more days. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so.
That was close. But we made it this far. At least for now.
Does anyone get this song stuck in their head?
It's a pretty good song.
All of the Phoenix Wright songs are, at least very, very much from the first game, are very catchy. The second game has the worst music in the series.
Probably, yeah. And then this court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
Oh my god, you know what?
He's still hungry. Wait, judge? It's a judge.
What?
The character icon said judge? He's still hungry? They fucked up, Dan.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's an exclusive error to these trilogy re-releases. There's a lot of little bits and errors that I think may or may not have withstood like several ports.
Yeah, it explode on port.